narcissists and psychopaths. So, who's the first one who will be here? Can't live without narcissists and psychopaths, especially the Pakistani ones, the Asian ones. Any Asian, Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi psychopath, narcissist. I'm going to share this because this guy, I think Sharif, is today it's going to happen. Inviting Sharif Khan here. Very drawn, very attracted. Sharif Khan, what's your WhatsApp? Try to get another idea. Banned you, I can't unban you right now. God knows what the drama is going on now. Sometimes they say it's a jinn, sometimes they say whatever they say. Anyhow, sometimes they say it's this, sometimes they say it's that. I guess everyone has to first save themselves, protect yourselves. And so, Alisha, ex-Muslim, his mother, teacher, what was her name? Urdu teacher, St. Joseph's College. Goldhofer and the Christians. And that other guy, Euler. How many psychopaths are there? Come here. Euler, you can make a different account and come here. And so these cowards, they're very scared. They won't give their WhatsApp number to me and their address. So, Pakistani Muslims. So, getting that Pakistani Muslim, I don't know whatever I'm getting, whether it's true or false, whether I'm not on a smear campaign, but this is too much for me. I'm dying here with no meat, nothing. Can't keep this, no solution. Some Pakistanis who are very vindictive. So, okay, so it could be my father. I don't know. I'm trying to work out who this could be. It's more confusing though, but thanks for the help. At least for me, it's very confusing about my case. Just wanted to know who this psychopath is. Didn't get it. So my mind wavering here and there, and this is something more fragmented, and I feel like my neck, I'm going to die today. I'm here to die. Right? Inviting psychopaths. Pakistani, vindictive. I don't know if it was due to this Pathan or Punjabi. Anyways, my youngest aunt told me that my grandfather married a Pathan. And then he brought her, I don't know, I wasn't even born or what. And he brought her home, and my grandmother, Irani, poor grandmother, said, no, I cannot take this. She didn't accept her. Pakistani's vindictiveness, whether it started from there, who set up Saima Peer to come to, or it just happened. She happened to come to the Center for Advanced Studies. Right now, the building has changed. First, when I was in Center for Advanced Studies, then Saima Peer came from Canada. Like Zain Hussain used to say, Saima Peer from Canada. And so in CS, so I'm done. Like dying, but not dead. I want to be dead. So every day on my body, this, that. neither the Fikris replying or anything to tell me, neither the ex-students of when she was there, Mrs. Manira Kulsar, for 10 years. I've made this page. The Hamdard ex-student comes and says this and that to me. Who does this? Well, if God forbid your child is in danger, you might just use, and then on this, might use social media. Okay, my last video on my principal, Mrs. Manira Gulzar. Oh, God. Did Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi comes, and what nonsense is this? I mean, this is playing around with people, and you're not serious. So, Americans, I know that some of my Shias also, very good, like Dimple, they wouldn't, like Dimple Kapadia acting like someone I know. So this Indian movie, Dil Chahta Hai and Dil Chahta Hai. And I found out Dimple Kapadia was she really Ismaili? I'm not sure, just like this. Or I found out on YouTube recently, some years ago. My mind, ouch. So, whatever I did in my past life, it's breaking my neck and my back are breaking. Okay, psychopaths. There are people who are talking about psychopaths, right? And narcissists. And so, telling us not to, go crazy. I understand, I respect that, but I'm really sorry, can't do that. I'm really attracted to psychopaths and narcissists. And if we could get one evil, to take him for a ride or her for a ride. How about that? So none of the Americans it's provocation. You could have killed this person or could have, unlived him. Like a not in that, like that movie Provocation. So, anyways, no, I don't know. I knew I was going to be caught in this. Like between India and Pakistan and the Kachra in India and all this, I will be caught in. Now we have Professor Sam Vaknin. About him is a diagnosed psychopath. Then, so now we find this out on YouTube. I found out from Daniel Radin. What game are you playing? Right, you people. You didn't know that Dr. Vaknin was. Who else has interviewed Dr. Vaknin? So this is going on, whatever is going on in America, how many people are evil? Come here. If the police, UAE police, why am I doing this? What? I mean, this was whatever. I have my reasons. Don't have to give it to any Hamdardian, ex-Hamdardian, Karachi, Hamdard School. But I don't have to give you any reasons. I have my reasons. Tomorrow you'll understand. Or maybe not. You don't have to understand. Who are you to come here and tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do? And who does this? Well, who in Pakistan even you would go? What will you do to these poor beggars? Right? Your lies, Sharif Khan's lies about helping beggars and this nonsense. Shitting. Sorry. So this from my, I learned. Again, actually, I was so if my principal had said this in front of her teacher, I got the brunt from my Christian Catholic teacher for all the so as if it's Goan Christians, Punjabi Christians, this Christians. So you know what you are doing to my mind more? Someone, oh, this looks like Yusuf said. This looks like that. This looks like, what is this? Killing me here more. So I don't know whether what the principal wants to do and where she is. So let's die. I want to die here. Any psychopath who wants to kill me and live in me. Sharif Khan or whatever. Now you see, I don't know how to say this, but I will still say it. Right? That is this Indian Mr. What is his name? Sir, Madam. Oh God. I don't know. Just have to get used to this. Wonderful lady. You know, this. So I think, I don't judge her because, I don't know, yeah, but I was like kind of, I'm not used to this, right? But the naked truth, this could be a reaction or something to so when I came from London, seeing people behave themselves, talk about, and so I was overreacting, like I didn't want to behave myself anymore. Not because of the Britishers, no, there was someone else. Due to someone else, Asian, I didn't want to behave myself. I really didn't. The sophisticated, well-behaved, could be a psychopath, could be someone who cheats you, could be someone who's playing games with you, manipulator, doesn't understand, and pretends to be understanding and pretends to know it all or be it all, and we don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything much right now. So, ouch. I don't have a painkiller and I might get a headache. Have I eaten or have I not eaten? Or Sharif Khan is going to come and ask me. Who will ask me? What am I being punished for here? Oh God. For being Radharani or something? God knows if I am or not. So, ouch. So, what did I have my... You see, principle, ouch. So, bad or good, we are... sorry. But, I'll get used to it. So, maybe she's reacting to all those who, come methodically, oh God, systematically and professorly and intelligently. See, I want to do this and I do it like this. We should talk and very nice, well behaved, right? So, your behavior, what did Rumi say? Now you want to behave yourself, or what is it? Oh God, what is this? Oh, this sick. That look-alike. Now look-alike. God knows who. So I don't want to blame innocent people. If you would just give me the name. So in my yesterday I had a dream, right? After doing Phoenix Light, the Lighthouse Phoenix meditation, and she asked. Now this time I asked my higher self. Dr. Moez Hussain came in my dream. Although he misbehaved a little, touching me and all this, and the Indian lady who was supposed to come later for something, I've forgotten in my dream. I've forgotten what was in my dream, why they came to help me or something, and then she didn't come. They were supposed to come later, but only Professor Moez, Dr. Moez Hussain now came. You see, he's the one. So he came back in my dream, but the Hindu lady, she didn't come. So after doing the meditation, I asked my higher self, who has punctured my left side? That a lady healer just recently told me that your left side energy field is punctured. This is, I wasn't even thinking of him. So he's not telling me, and then I said, okay, how to ask a question? Like, can you just tell me if you can't remove this or fix this? I was thinking to myself, can you just tell me who did this? No, I didn't tell him this. He wasn't telling me, and I don't know what else he said. It was other people, there are other people, but I said, can you see on my left, can you see through? Like, who is occupying my energy field? Like, can you see who's around me that is not, good for me? So he said, yes, I can see. And so he didn't give me the name, but he told me how this person is related to me. Before that, it was a friend. So the energy was telling me who did this to me, but no. Then that friend's name was coming out. I feel like I'm meshed in this microwave or slight, there's no, a lot of bruises inside. So he told me it's, and then, I said, I better not say this online, because this person has won the hearts, even my siblings. So there's someone who's setting, but this person can't be the main culprit. But whoever has punctured my left. So it's another person who's related to me, not a friend. How can this person, I've not met this person, I'm cut off from this person. We don't send messages, we don't interact. She's not a friend, she's a relative, and she has a knack of, then she'll victim play or something, and she's very good at this victim playing. And then I don't cry, neither do I break down in front of people, right? Like, suddenly she's got that breakdown, right? When she fights with me, or when I fight with her or something. And I don't know, I can't reach such actors. But when she has an upper hand with me, my God, treat you like. So all my brothers, all the family members may sympathize with her. लो ये तो हमें भी कहती है, हमें भी डांटती है, she tells us off, and yeah, so my other brother also, you know, and one brother got it wrong. When did I, like one very good, he was my past life, and I was like, what? When was I jealous? Uh, the party upstairs, if you had, or something, that I said, okay, no alcohol in the house. Because I told my mother long time before my mother asked me. I'm calling my friends and, their husband, they want alcohol. So there was old house. She said, would you like them to, like, they want to have alcohol. My friend's husband was and I said, no, right? So now, but being jealous or not liking my brother's friends to come over, male friends to see him and all this, when did I feel jealous and all that? So, whatever energy, I know it's not his fault, but this person this is what my aunt told me, she can set things up. You will go against me, and I saw it how I went against my youngest aunt, my mother's sister, right? And then when something happened, she was not well. She had totally lost her mind. Took her to her friend. My aunt was like, oh, everything. And I'm like, please, she's not well. She's lost her mind. She just wants to come and see her friend, her cousin. Please. So now those who know would know, right? My brother was with me also at that time. Youngest. But she's got a hold on my brother. So, because, and it's hurt the family so much. So, I asked my higher self, and then the lady said that your higher self can tell you. Right? So, she's made me now suspect that it's my other whoever. Oh my God, this is really something. I don't know, I'm so confused. Oh, so this confusion, splitting head. Already I have split head, right? It's splitting my head further. So my higher self, I thought before I went to sleep that day that it was a friend. My higher self was telling me, I don't know what someone's done to me. Oops, feeling all allergy or ouch, itching. Oh, voodoo, oh, back. Oops, excuse me, itching feeling. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, my eyes are kind of puffed up, swollen also. It's like perpetual here. I think I have allergy with everything I eat here. Oh, I did have allergy, and it started when I went for walks. Oh, maybe, yeah. I went to the principal's house for walks, and the allergy started, like my sweat. And I'm like, what's this? When I would walk in my house, copying them, some remembrance. Hello, Jay Chivray. Welcome, sister. Thank you, Jay Chivray. Thank you for the bouquet, rose, and all. So, you don't seem like a psychopath. So there's a lot of thing on India. Where's that? Oh, where's that? It's terrible. Very, very sad, I tell you. Now Pakistan, first Pakistan, then India, now India. Where's that? How many have I seen here? Oh God, no, it's huh? Didn't come in my library. Who's I think I saw it. God, where is this? No, it was okay. I don't know. Terrible at searching, really. Tired. How many things have I seen here? Terrible shock. So, yeah, this lady helps with the repair for my aura. I think my aura is torn apart. I think that's what but he couldn't repair my aura. He said, your aura, I knew this from childhood. Like there was this lady coming to my grandmother. She also said, from childhood I have evil eye on me and it gets to me. I've had bronchitis. My father used to put Vicks on my chest and all this in my childhood. So, I guess, why does evil work on children also? Innocent? God knows. Are they ripped apart? Shameful Diwali celebrations by Indians abroad. Yeah, God. Okay. Oh my God. Some Tantra Mantra. What is this? Brother Jordan, you're going to skyrocket. No, brother. Must be for someone else. I'm dying here. But I don't want no sympathies or anything. Just saying what is going on with me, truly. I don't think I have any. जैसे कहते हैं ना कि the start is the ending. My start was terrible. Born in this family. But there are mothers who are narcissists. And there are... Sad. Who has taken it away? India is terrible. India is terrible. Speech. Where's that speech? Goodness. This problem also, I didn't want to get into. Look, I care for the Indians and you see, problem is, forget the Indians. They work here, right? Attitude problem, whatever problem, even taxi drivers, Pakistani attitude problem. Here, everyone, mostly, although Filipinos don't. The rest have it. So, oh, Dasha, mashallah, and what a good heart this. You are going to. No, I don't think this is for me. It's skyrocket. I think I'll go now somewhere down in the earth. Had enough of this. I can't take black magic and the spells they put on you. It's like, how have we survived? Those thriving. Jay Shivre, thank you for being here. Right, this the first time? Oh God. Acha Shivan. Oh God. Oh, there's work going on outside, so I better put on the this. Oh, I think I want to kill myself. Headache, killing headache. What is this? Just thinking. So that's why I don't shouldn't be joining debates or watching news on YouTube. I just come here, get tempted when I see humanity suffering, Britain suffering, UK suffering. Like, shall I call it Britain suffering? And so my algorithm things come on, and we think, oh God, sign from the divine or something for tarot. So it's not. But okay, well, whatever you want to believe in, I'll just be ranting and saying my stuff, right? But please don't take. Okay, so I can't take too much. Would you believe it? Like I can't take too much of this. What I have been doing myself to myself. Um, so dying on this also my past religion. And doing this. Look, Indians. Yeah, I really. So if Indians are not good, right, and they are liars, and a lot of them, and all this. So and that's so we can't solve any problem. So I thought of starting with this, right? They brought me into uh, like political stuff, and like into that gentleman. What was his name? Uh, how shall I? First, let me just finish that contra my inside. Okay. Lower. Okay. I think I have some infection. Uh, I can feel it now, burning inside. Okay. So I can't take. I don't know how I did. So my last, like I'm dying, right? So no controversial things. Like I should be peacefully sitting at home. Um, but they wouldn't even let me peacefully sit at home. So maybe someone was scared or something. That I would. But my aunt, I didn't know how to explain. It's not me. The lady in London said, the violence they made us set us up siblings against each other. Ooh, it's like first class, I tell you. And I think the Sharif guy is who comes here now. I banned him. He has to make another ID to come here. It's quite. It's just he's not that smart. Actually, he led me to think that he's Indian or bright. Yeah, he could be a very clever Muslim, right? So we don't know if there are Muslims doing this. Okay, with the Muslims in London, the Islamists, they have a problem. I lived in London as a Shia. There was Gokul family and all, and they weren't doing anything. Like we were just happy to be in London and enjoying ourselves. We didn't go around and like what's happening in Kachura and all this. Gokul family clean. Even though I used to play outside, take my cricket bat and ball and tennis, put it in the place. My mother has, like we had this garbage thing outside. Oh, yeah, in our backyard, and sometimes my uncle, sometimes my mother, when my father wasn't around, would put the whole garbage bag in the that where the truck would come, and our roofs were no, sorry, outside. the ceiling, no, what do you call the fence? Our fences were low, and our backyard doors were like open, like the garbage truck could come in and get our backyard on the side and near the door. It's so nice. Trust. There were okay. We had an alarm thief, burglary alarm in our house, and someone did steal a certain thing from our car, Jaguar, silver, the stereo and all that. We didn't even hear the glass. Neither did my uncle. The car was parked outside the house, just on the side. Didn't hear the glass break. How they broke the glass and took the ouch stereo. But still, like London was much better. No comparison to Karachi, Pakistan. Or I've never been to India, so I don't know. And so this came in my way. No peace in my life. This stuff about my religion also. Just let me. Where is it? And so it's just like toying with lives. Is what most people want here in this world. Oh, stress. I'm in agony. But still, psychopaths. He's a good Indian here, man. He's quiet. Hello, bichar. So I have, Jayesh, brother. I've been thinking of Indian Hindus when I was separate from my teacher. Crisis. Why would God put idol worshippers who worship him any way they want? Okay, like I thought maybe it's not like that intelligent way at that time. Like Prophet Muhammad, everyone like the religions they've changed it and all this. But the Hindu is of course original, so they've kept that idol worshipping and all this, right? So even though it's lower than having one god, it's below all these gods and these animal face, well, or whatever, right? But it's the thing, they're worshiping you, and if they're sincere, that's okay. Like, why would you put them into hell for worshiping you through a stone? I mean, can you believe it is hell? Like, why would you do that? Okay, they don't realize your. At that time, I didn't know that much how what they real. But I read their books. I had a book. In fact, I had a book that had a linga on the side of the page. Every page had a, man's. Actually, I'm looking at. Oh my God. Okay, uh, so but still, I read the book. So I really liked it, and I felt that their psychology, their philosophy or way of life, it was very deep. It goes from a stone, maybe a mineral, to the highest point, like nature to higher nature to higher spirituality to that oneness or whatever, right? So yeah, I had that. I even bought Tagore's poem book, right? So I was fighting with God, like I was thinking, talking to him on the roof. In the new house, I would go to the roof. Like, why would God send these people to hell just because they worship idols and have partners with them? Try pleading with God, fighting with God. No, God, please, what is this? And this is what I get here. Like, how could I get this, right? That the Hindus are lying and liars and all this. Now, again, I'm compelled to find that video. It's out of curiosity also. Um, and then you have black magic, and okay, we have black magic too. Syphilis is a very bad thing, and our people also like nazar, this, that, evil eye. Oh, if a mother praises her child in a good way, that's also sweet nazar. We call it meaty nazar. Sweet nazar lag gayi. Now, can you imagine? What's this? No. Uh, so we also have these things, but I think I got really disillusioned. These vegetable eaters are are they going to like take lives and become aggressive? Huh? Oh my God! I think the Muslims want to. What's it? Jaya Kone? Hindu Jaya Badrini. Sorry, Jaya whatever. What's his name? बहादुर साहब आप क्या बोल रहे हैं इंडिया के बारे में इंडिया oh my god who just removed oh wow who is controlling my internet I know you should know Iran's child bride on death row beyond can't find it oh my god let me see again sorry I thought it is oh I know where to find it I've shared it on Facebook. So Radharani can save India. If my voice is reaching Indians, Jayant Bandari, controversial speech on Indian culture, YouTube. Let's go to YouTube from Facebook. Oh, this video has been removed by the uploader. See how quickly this video is removed? Bad culture. Acha, Jayant. Oh my god, the moment I shared it, this was like 3 hours ago. Jayant Bandari. Acha. This video has been removed. This is what I'm saying. Why can't I find it? That's so India. Jayant Bandari destroys the myth of India's rising. America sold to India. America sold to India. Dark truth about age. Okay, I'm going to view his channel. He is the one. Look, Indians. Can Radharani now save India? So I wasn't going into this, right? I was, yes, human welfare, but so let me just, oh, before I forget. Oh, so I believed in love. Love could save, love could do everything. Okay, I'll watch this later. Demystifying China. So, okay, tell me now I'm in this, right? Oh, where, oops. Okay, can Radharani save India? Indians, some of you in poverty, I'm really sorry. Lakshmi Devi, since my grandaunt's Devi, I thought has come, but she can't remove the black magic from me. So, this is what I don't understand. Maybe I a common human being, but I'm back. Maybe it's failed. It can love save. Love is a universal. Look at Radharani like a universal love. Although my may not be doing that great, the gurus and sadgurus and all this. This is what I had. Love is the only thing, like Paulo Coelho has written. Oh Lord, make it survive the snares of the world. Paulo Coelho, in one of his books, which one was it? Because I've read many of his books and even started. Never gave up Coelho, buying them. In Karachi also, until Jiddu Krishnamurti. See, Jiddu Krishnamurti's books selling in Karachi, really, bookshops. Amazing. So I just dropped everything. Sufi, Rumi, who wrote about Rumi's some daughter or anyhow, Paulo Coelho. Oh Lord, let love is the only thing I have. Really, India. I'm not saying I don't believe love should be sacrificed, right? The because I came across this quote in my life where this Western European person says, "Love, my only duty, the only duty I know is to love." So I don't know why Krishna, Sri Krishna, sorry, not Jiddu Krishna, uh, why Sri Krishna left Radharani to do his duty, dharm, right, to and live in Kamsa. Kamsa? No, no, he should have stayed there. And love is such a beautiful thing. Love is so. Krishna leaving Radharani. I mean, I really, as when I was in my teens, mid, I could understand how people can walk away from people they love. Because I saw someone like signs that someone had some feelings, but I didn't know how they can shut their. My Christian friend tells me that some people they can block their feelings. They can really block their love feelings. Like uh, I cannot. So if you find the person you love, and so you know that they love you too. What? So, anyways, so Radharani and Krishna met near the sea. I mean, it was a school. He wasn't. He never did in Yamuna, the Arabian Sea. Oh, look at yes, in Karachi. They met in Karachi. This time they're reincarnated. Love is the only thing I have. Yeah, and another, like I'm just disorderly way. So, how could people block their feelings? Without love, I would die, and I only can marry someone I love. But then, life, if survive or what? Compromising. And then once, Krishna is married, I'm like, no way are you even going to think about this person, right? Forget it. And then God, uh, I used to think what my sorry, I'm just so God said no. What my grandaunt used to say, Allah Barai, God is very big, right? Allah Akbar, yani. God is very big. कायनात में कोई कमी नहीं है, no scarcity in His universe, creation, or कायनात. First, then someone came in when I found out that through my cousin that Krishna is married. But that was it for me. Never even think of him, nothing. And so thank God. Also, God helped me. There was this, but he was 5 years younger to me in London. Excuse me, yeah. So, what? Uh, if you can bear with me here, uh, thy will be done, my Lord. Yeah. Which book was it in? I will. By the river Piedra, I sat down and wept. Hydra or Piedra? Hydra. Okay. Uh, However, I may pronounce it. Sorry, huh? At least just get it. So this is no, I can't live without. And I couldn't block my feelings, right, for love. But very big challenge came for me when I would throw up in college. See, there was one principal. Her life was more important than my feelings for her. Oh, and they were very much. Have you seen the movie? I think this was reincarnation with my principal. So, have you seen the movie Somewhere in Time? Oh, the reincarnation feeling is stronger than the blood feeling. The maybe even it's like weird, and there's a gap, and it's terrible. It's sickening, and in another way, but it's okay. I this was my second. I used to tell my teacher, "I love you, I adore you," this and that from childhood. So I was used to that, right? Oh, and then we grow up and we see adults inhibitions, and maybe they don't like the sometimes if some male friend came a little bit closer, I would feel that no, move away and all this, right? So the adults, we have inhibitions, children don't. I wonder, I didn't. So and all this, right? Like repulsive feeling, and so now I'm like like I felt repulsed for life. I mean, felt repulsed against life also. Many such things, being no, steadfast, being fastidious, also cleanliness, and I started to become like that neurotically, right? After my first crisis, hell in life. So by the time I reached college, I was like, be careful. Don't go too close to the principal or a sister, or maybe, they don't like but there were teachers like they, at least they had a big heart. I don't know how they could take that. Even at that time, I couldn't understand, so you're not supposed to say, I love you like a child. You're no more a child. And you're not supposed to go and say, I beg you, can I carry your bag, miss, madam, or, you know, children. But there's, please, 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 can I take two, three pictures? Oh, that reminds me. I was separated from Miss Desai, so I not only the Miss Hasina Mohan dramas, but that movie I saw. Now, see, I'm going off the tangent here without reading this whole quote of Paulo Coelho. That's how I missed the point. I don't complete it. In my last video, I did that too. So, because, okay, where was I? And, so, block, Sinai. Thy will be done, my Lord, because you know the weakness in the heart of your children. Why should there be any weakness in the heart of the children? And you assign each one of them, see this God really, and you assign each one of them only the burden they can bear. That's what's in the Quran also, right? And that's what we like to think, believe. May you, sorry, I'm picking on but also in on my previous religion and others. May you understand my love. Why do we have to pray like this to God? And I also, in my teenage years have written, because there was a family member who was spreading false rumors against me, that even if the world thinks you are notorious, right? Oh God, I just need to explain it to God that I'm not notorious. Or, I'm not a thief, or I'm not notorious, right? So I just have to explain it to God. Now, later on, when I read my quote, I'm like, I just have to explain. Do we have to even explain it to God? Right? Zahra? So may you understand. You definitely have to understand God because it is the only thing I have. Do we have to explain it to God? And do we have to pray like this to God that may you understand my love? Because it is the only thing I have that is really mine. The only thing that I will be able to take with me into the next life. Oh, and many, many lives. And of course, love is larger than life. So, please allow it to be courageous and pure. Love is heart. Oh, heart, be courageous and pure. Please make it capable. Love is pure. Love is everything. Make it capable of surviving the snares of the world. Yeah. Paulo Coelho by the river Piedra, I sat down and wept. Thank you, Goodreads. Finally, I finished this, and I did miss but I now the other one. What was I saying? Where did I go? So okay, leave that. I forgot. Uh, and another thing I learned is let me. Oh, should I? I have the video here, right? Or no? Oh, it's my. Yeah, I have to go. So okay, Angel, Angel. Yes, yes, the video is here. Yeah, was my principal in St. Joseph's College, Raji. Recently, remembering what she told me when I told her, I hope you had a wonderful vacation. Oh, God. So recently, I remembered that I told her once in college, she went to America. Her son was there, Phoenix. So I said, so I told her, I hope you had a wonderful uh, vacation, and she told me something like, if I can't remember verbatim, but it was like, it's over now, and I'm here. I'm back here. I was like, oh, what's this? Right? But I was very composed in front of her, but shocked inside. Like, in Karachi American School, like, hi, Mr. Tang. Oh, did you have a wonderful, how was your, did you have a wonderful weekend? Or, like that we were. Or even a wonderful vacation. How was your vacation? Or maybe I asked her, like, how was your vacation? Hope you had a wonderful vacation, right? So this is, after a long time, I remembered this also. I had forgotten. I mean, I remembered this out of the blues it came. I have been on Facebook live streams on this page of mine that I've made for my principal. But now the live streams are cut off. I cannot. I'm cut off from the live streams. So, anyways, so now I remember this. And like, since Sharif Khan came, started to read about psychopaths, right? And now I remember this after reading about psychopaths, the BBC, where's it? Oh God, now I'm like, okay, she could have a streak. She could be a mild psychopath, right? And so I'm thinking, yes, she could. But remember, just a while ago, this lady I'm doing healing with, I'm taking her videos, and she reminded me of something that I let go of, like I gave up on. That love, you see, I became religious, very religious in year 2000. And it was like, we have to be punished for everything. So, and that was quite terrible. So, but so I decided to love my principal. If I have to, like, if my heart, I can't put this properly. So, unconditional love for my principal. And love is a thing that, uh, you know, if you love someone or if you care for someone, care for a human being. So I didn't want to call it love. I think it was care. But the reincarnation thing was coming. And I didn't want to get attached to her or anything. I wanted her to go on with her life, me to go on with my life. And I was enjoying the emptiness. Anyways, and I read about psychopaths recently. So it's, oh God, she could be this. Then I don't know why I found myself caring for them a lot, my principal and her sisters. And I wanted to take all her pain away and give her the world's happiness, put it on her at her feet, and all this, the world's happiness. So this lady, I've thanked her for reminding me. What did she remind me? Um, like Gucci Baba says, like, okay, you did this, or okay, your mind's coming back, and maybe we want to be violent. I want to slap someone, right? Maybe, for example, right? Muji Baba, I want to slap someone, but I'm getting angry and all. Okay, let go, let go. What's this here, right? Let go of everything now. Let's let go of everything, right? Because we've tried the mind problem, the mind through the mind solving, or calling Allah, God, or whoever, Jesus, and all this. Although there are many videos on YouTube. Jesus Christ saving them, but my teacher and me, a Catholic teacher, Christian, Goan, Pakistani. Uh, Jesus Christ didn't come to help us. Oh, Jojo. So, as Khalil Gibran says, about love, as it can crown you, so shall it crucify you. Okay, so I was crucified again and again every second. separated until God gave me patience. That's like, and completely finished my, you know, ended all that. My memory gone, everything for my teacher. Now where was I? So love is the greatest healer. We say time is. Someone wrote in my autograph book, that time is time is the greatest healer. I thought when I read that love is the greatest healer. Even at that time in my teenage years, when she was not married, she was older than me. So, hmm, so love is the greatest healer. So something hit me this time. Just that, all this, that I will punish my son, I will punish my sister if she lies. Like I became like that even. And I will punish. I get very angry. So, like Mel Robbins says, let it be. Oh, so my teacher taught me that she wanted me to change, and all this, right? I just like I've spoken about this. So this time also, like psychopath. Then for my principle, so love is the greatest healer. And if someone is a thief, also your child or something, don't spank them, don't punish them, because you see, like Rumi says, it's my heart that's gone crazy. So it's something inside the soul that has gone wrong, not the flesh that by cutting hands off and punishing the flesh. It's the soul problem. So we have to look at the soul of this person, right? Like even our religion, Islam, Shias also. And I have thought about this. Did I ever say this? You see, a thief, he, of course, like in the Quran, it says, cut off the hands. Or these mischief makers, their limbs on the opposite side. But like Rumi says, it is my heart that has gone crazy, and you call the doctor and like, bye bye, doctor. Tie my hands. It's my heart that's gone crazy. Tie me up. Like I'm a mad Majnu, lover, Juliet, Romeo. Tell me, by punishing the flesh through flesh, okay, time being, you want to have hands, maybe you want to cut both of his hands off or punish your child. So this is what I lost when I got separated from my teacher, that, before that, quite good. Lies, this, that, forget it. In Pakistan, everything goes. So let them. The ones who don't want to change, we can't force them to change them. Like my father kept saying, you you can't force your sister and try to beat her up to change and this and that, right? Mhm. Let's pull each other's hairs, like mad jungle. Don't, don't you dare say anything to my mother, otherwise our mother disrespect her, right? Fighting like cats and dogs, saying, Tom Berry. So, criticizing the person, also not the child person, it won't do any good. Temporarily, we can forcefully stop the person from thief, of course, in the supermarket or like that, burglary in the bank and pickpocketing. But it is actually the soul's problem, right? So, like Yusuf said, that made sense to me that, oh Allah, my soul is prone to evil. So why are you cutting off the hands and why are you punishing the flesh, right? Meaning, that's not what that Yusuf said. I'm just saying it on my own. It's not the flesh. It's what's the cause. See the cause. Where has it gone wrong? So we may all be in jail. I may be in jail for abusing and all this going mad here, like I went in year 2000. Um, right. But it is the, and in childhood, stealing my neighbor, a lot of those Jews, they're soldiers and toy soldiers, or toy, they were in the garden, and then my mother came to me and they knew that I had, oh, I didn't know that. So my mother came up, you see. She came in my room. I had stolen my Jew's neighbor. It was a Jew's neighbor, actually. I stolen the neighbor's toys, like soldiers, and and the sitting in the garden, all that, some toys, right? So my mother came up in my room and said, "Where did you get this from?" And I said, "I where did you buy this?" And I said, "No, I didn't buy it. I actually stole it from the neighbors." My mother said, "Okay, Zahra, you better go and put it back." I said, "Okay." So I went and I put it back in the garden. And our backyards in London, the doors were always open, or you could just the fences were low and the doors were so low, that neighborhood was high class Jews, right? Neighborhood. So I just, get my hand down over the door, backyard, open it's not even locked or anything. Go back inside the garden, and I put those toys, soldiers, what were they? They're like, put them back there, came back, right? If I was in Saudi Arabia, or I would have my hands cut off as a child, right? 7-year-old, 8-year-old child. So, so I could have been in jail. Maybe not in, I don't know, Saudi Arabia, if an 8-year-old, 7-year-old child steals, would they cut off the hands? Anyways, so don't know about this, my religion. And on this, about my religion, even Shia religion, I don't know. To children, you cut off their hands. So it's the soul that has problem, right? Not the hand, not the flesh. Many have tried to perhaps tell us, the Sufis, Muslim Sufis, even like Rumi, but the Orthodox religion, that's or terrible. And then I read Jiddu Krishnamurti. All right. So, and then now I found out that even my principal, what is this dread? Dreading every. This is what the separation called. Like, then I'm reading, like, online. When online, I'm lying there reading this. Oh my God, about homosexuality. That's like I can't get up because I'm off balance, right? Before, Miss Dissa took me to the movie Jaws. And because, Miss Dissa, this teacher I adored, is sitting right next to me, I wasn't scared at all. It was in the cinema hall. Jaws was coming with the shark was coming, the theatrics, music, sound, everything. I didn't flinch. I didn't, huh. I was like, huh. That wasn't reality to me. Here was reality. I was quite, I was quite, what do you call that? Present. Reality didn't seem like it was not reality. But later on, when it was like writing a date in my school, O levels, I'm like, I'm out of touch, trance. What is, am I here? It's like really funny. Like I'm in a trance. I can't get. I'm not like what do you call that? What's the word? Not awareness, but it's more. The So my principal once I went to her house and she was like, "You look." What did she say? There was a word I forgot. Right? Not alert. Like we were alert. Yeah, that's the word. Alert. Then thank God when I joined St. Joseph's College, I became normal. Back to writing the date, but something I had chronic fatigue. So and yeah, that's so I didn't have that depression, but I couldn't get that alertness back. But writing a date, now I'm here. Oh, and there's the play. My childhood. So I was alert in the sense that tired, chronic fatigue, but a little bit alert. Like it didn't mean, like it didn't feel like not, I'm not feeling it. I'm out of touch. I'm in a trance. It's 2nd of October, but does it feel like it? What is this? Oh, so I'm in a trance. There's also Tina Turner's song came up that 1987, 88, or I listened to it, trance, being in a trance or something. Lyrics, song lyrics have this word. So being alert. And then in third year college principal, I went to a place and she's saying to me, "You are not." That's the word I know, but now I forgot. So you are in this feeling. No, no, sorry. You look. Okay, I'm not getting. So listless, listless. Oh, I said, oh yeah. I told myself inside again. How could it happen to me again? Just 2 years, 2.5 years, 2 years in college. I thought I was getting alert, alert, not in that trance that I was earlier on. So this now, don't punish. Why are you punishing flesh? Go to the when the it's where do these desires come from? Go to that. Contemplate. Um, how can we? Uh, like Imam Ali says, don't go after inordinate. Well, whether we have the will to go or stop this or not. That's like when the storm comes, you can't change the weather. Some of our feelings are like this. Like my mother used to like the song Asha movie, Reena Roy also, but she's not the one singing it. It's I think Lata Mangeshkar. So she's lip singing the heroine actress. Sorry, Reena Roy. शीशा हो या दिल आखिर टूट जाता है बैठे थे किनारे पे मौजों के इशारे पे हम खेलें तूफानों से इस दिल के अरमानों से हमको ये मालूम ना था कोई साथ. Okay, my voice is gone, but so laryngitis or something. कोई साथ नहीं देता. With all these feelings and the storm is coming. And then in college also I started to like, what is this pain? What is this emotional pain? Where is it coming from? Where does it? So where the tears? And then the City of Angels movie came. Oh, I'm like, oh my God. So I asked a question in college to myself inside, sitting on the steps of common room opposite my building where the classrooms are and all this. So this was our students' lounge. Now common room opposite our building, tin roof. So cat on our tin roof. Okay, a movie. This is Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman. Um, so I'm sitting there thinking, Why? What is hurting? And why does it hurt without the wound, without the cut? Like physical cut, physical wound. What is hurting here inside? What is this feeling? Like, why is it like, that it's kind of my. Then I had to go back to my therapist. I'd left all therapy and all this. So she told me it's anxiety. Anxiety. Such a terrible that in the evening I would just sit and not be able to do much. Terrible anxiety. Where does this, like, what are we connected with? So I started to think like this, right? So from can we control our emotions? Can we tame them? Can we even control our thoughts? Unwanted, they come, some of them. Okay, the thinking that I want to go there or tomorrow, but these unwanted thoughts that come, or a fear of mind going wild all over the place, these are, we're not making it happen. It just happens. Maybe, okay, due to fear, then we start thinking, overthinking. But these unwanted thoughts that come, where do they come from? What reality do they have? And then I start to question myself, like, what are, I won carnival in college. I want this, my principal and me are outside, and I'm like, oh, so many feelings inside me, but I kept it away from her to save her. Uh, it's like, this, if this moment just froze forever like this. I mean, I'm not even holding her hand or hugging her or kissing her in college. Like, no, it's carnival. I'm like 20 feet away from her. Her presence, heavenly feeling, just standing there. I'm 20 feet away from her, or 15 feet, taking a picture. I had a zoom camera. And then I went home and I wrote, what do these mere feelings tell us? Like, what are you saying, Zara? That this 15 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet away from her, and you want this moment to be frozen in time. Although I stopped wishing and all this, God, I wish this. But I thought about it, and that feeling told me, right? Now, so much feeling that I just wanted to freeze that moment. How boring. Like you go to Madame Tussauds, right? Have you been to Madame Tussauds? I haven't been to Madame Tussauds. I lived in London, I didn't go there. Long line, they told me every time we go, I don't want to go there. I said, so you see these statues. So in college, we're just frozen in time. Statues. We're just made statues now, right? But I go home and I question these feelings like, are these feelings for real? Okay, the feeling is real, but why would these mere feelings tell me that this is love or this is what this is? Why? These are just mere feelings. That this is the truth. Feelings can tell me the truth. So from controlling feelings, can we control feelings to the here? And what are these feelings? We don't. Do we know that these are coming from the true intuitive or inside or what? Where are they coming from? Please tell me. What is true? So I did logic maybe, and my mind was like, oh my God, Hume, Kant, philosophy also. So maybe like I loved logic. So what are these mere feelings telling me? They're just mere feelings. Could they be true? So this is the way, maybe because, for her own well-being, or my own well-being, or I was scared of again getting attached emotionally. I maybe have, or I was in that questioning state in my life. So, and can you stop the river from going to the sea? Lonely riverside, to the sea, to the sea. So, Unchained Melody song by Righteous Brothers and Michael Bolton River. Okay, I'm repeating myself here again. Live streams I've done on this. So, where does hate come from? Why do you, are we creating it, or before we feel, does the thought create the feeling, or does the person with what? Let's say, does all this, right? Who creates this? Who creates this? Like you see, God created pride when I was a Shia Muslim. God was the creator. So now on Shaitan, Iblis, you see, he became proud, arrogant. But the thing is that who created this arrogance, right? For him to become arrogant. Who created this arrogance? So there's an angel who saved Lucifer, but it's not in the Bible. It's, I think, for the Gnostics or mystics. And he earned the wrath of God for wanting to save Lucifer. So I can totally relate to this angel. When I came back from London, I wrote in my diary, try to find out what Satan has done. Did he go reverse in his life? Arrogance, where did that come from? God created this feeling for him to feel. Okay, you're going to say he chose it, he chose to feel it. But did God give angels free will also? Like on one hand in Islam, so I have all this confusion, and whether Shaitan went on the riverside, and maybe if I give my hand to Shaitan and become his friend, in the sense that I lure him like a homosexual host in my hostel told me that God lured him, Catholic Christian, right? So I was like, "When are you religious?" Like, because Bible is against, God is against homosexual. He said, yes, yes, God lured, but God lured me. That's why, right? Homosexual, biological, because he went to a psychiatrist, and his psychiatrist found out. I don't know the other psychiatrist, but I had a meeting with his parents also. That please call your parents. In childhood, he was from childhood homosexual, right? So it's biological, not in the mind. So I thought, oh, it's all in the mind, maybe. From the Quran also, they have an unsound mind. That's maybe the Ahmadi Quran translation. Lutz people, homosexuals. He said, no, God lured me, and so this, I do believe, he asked me, called the very like an ending, like for exams. I was overwhelmed. Oh, this is the end. End is coming in. I'm going to go home forever. Like for good now, and I'm going to take a degree. It was too overwhelming for me. So I went down in the smoking room, and he was there. He told me call Archangel Michael. No, Gabriel. Like you're telling me, you really believe in this? He said yes. God lured me. Explained to me. So this, so God can lure you. Couldn't God lure Shaitan to do this? Hmm? Tempting, huh? If something is tempting for you, so God can save homosexuals by luring them. Let's say because he believed he. I don't refute that, right? I just listen to people and I really look at them and listen to them. It's their reality. God lured them. And he could say to me, Shia, I have a whole book of dua upstairs in my room, hostel room. And he's telling me call Jibril. I have Nada Ali. I mean, I know Nada Ali by heart. And I can say a tasbih arba where Rasulullah tells Salman with this dua, Jibril comes down and goes up. Tasbih arba. Subhanallahi, walhamdulillahi, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. That's it. Right? So this, you see, we make like that teacher, oh my God. You know, I've made excuses childhood, so I've lied to her. I'm going to destroy Pakistan, every society, community, everything. Right? That's how I became telling my servants in Pakistan, Karachi, marketplaces, you're going to destroy your country. You know, this bargaining. Now, this was 20 rupees, you've come down to 7 rupees. This means, oh, fraud. You're going to destroy your country. Right? So this is how I became. Before I was not too much, but there should be a middle path, of course, moderation. So, but you see, before I wouldn't get shaken. I'm a little bit happening. I'm shaken up inside. Can't read about homosexuality without lying down and energy leaking, draining. Already my energy. When my principal's sister told me that, you know, God, that with my sister, this thing is dangerous. Oh no, your negativity. They're all scared of attachments and scared. Why are you scared of me loving your, or what, emotional attachment with your sister? It's a very dangerous thing, she told me. Miss Shafika Fikri in the car, in her car. I was standing there beside her. Oh, car. Oh, very dangerous. Then a woman comes from, she's got her daughter in St. Joseph's School, and Miss Shafika Fikri and I are sitting there. Now this is third year, fourth year. Now the woman who has, this lady who has a, oh, she's sitting in our parlor, in our college parlor downstairs. Miss Shafika Fikri and I are waiting for her sister and my principal to come down and so they could leave. She says, you know, oh, you seem, are you both, what are you? And I said, oh, and so she said, this is very dangerous. I mean, it could hurt you a lot or something. Very, these relationships. And I said, yes, I know. Oh God. And so very dangerous. Again, so these negative things, we are fearful. We can't love wholly, completely, and we can never heal another like this. By thinking every love is dangerous, loving relationships are dangerous, emotional attachments are dangerous. Imagine, right? No, we don't have to imagine this. Just look at this. This is dangerous. Another thing was she told me, Miss Jafika Fikri, that St. Joseph's schools, her friend, the sister, senior, told her, or I don't know which, I don't say that, habit form, sitting at the table, and that you should change your place at the table. This teacher's sitting there, and I said, it's absolutely normal. It's natural. Okay, so you have a habit? Because I didn't want her to get so worried about it. You know, you see, the moment we get worried, like, so we have to put it in the sense that we don't get worried about it. Okay, so this iconic teacher, sister knows, the nun, right? She knows that she's a Miss Shafika Fikri is an iconic teacher. And for so many years, iconic years, she's been sitting at the table in the teacher's lounge in St. Joseph's School, Cambridge side. Now what's happened to this sister, nun, that she's telling Miss Jafika Fikri, I think you should change places. And so I told her it's only natural that we form habits. And so what's wrong with that? I mean, we are habitual. So the first and foremost is to accept this. Instead of getting fearful, worrying, and resisting, and then, oh, I have to practice now not to, not do this. You see, first and foremost, to realize that we are, after all, humans. Even Jesus Christ's disciples left him. So I asked my other Catholic friend, I said, why did, you know? So she said, we're, after all, humans. They were human. So this is human nature. If it has to be, I mean, maybe this is human nature, or maybe this is not human nature, and we have messed up the nature, human nature also. Okay, we'll see about that. So the first thing is, if let's say, how my mother used to teach me that there are, like she would say, do not put your eyes up, like, oh my God, this has happened, and roll them up like. So I stopped doing that. She said, Zahra, don't, this is not good, that you wipe your wet hands on your clothes. So I stopped doing that. It's the way the mother very lovingly, okay, maybe sister also at that time, Miss Jafika Fikri, the Catholic school in this, said it in a very concerned, nice manner. That you should change all that. But to me, oh, sorry, the Catholics way, my teacher reminder that the way they were fearing this relationship, they made me, like tell my mother also that worried that my mother should not get attached to me. If something, I'm going. My mother says, no, no. Allah, Zara, why shall we should, don't you think we should have a ghar damat, meaning your husband should live in here, in this house, my parents' house. I shouldn't go to his parents and live with them in their house, like that. So I got very, like I was uptight and all this, very, very uptight on this. And I couldn't love my mother, always fearing her emotional, like her attachment to me. So always like worried. It's not healthy. Okay, so yeah, she's your mother, and some mothers are possessed. There are others, not my mother, but some mothers are possessive, like that priest. And I had to go to for this Miss Desai in my relationship. So he told me I'm like a possessive mother. I still love when I should leave Miss Desai because her wish is that you leave her, and you are like a possessive mother holding on to possessive mother, right? So now I'm called the possessive, stubborn also for not leaving Miss Desai. So then I had to call her and say, please, 1998, please, can you tell me what actually is this? My therapist said, you're shocked after 6 years, or in the sixth year, fifth year. She told me you're shocked. I don't remember exactly. That, Miss Tissa, what is this? Please, can you tell me that you loved me and then you didn't love me? You started hating me, or this, what, you changed your heart? And please tell me the gospel truth. I told her over the phone. She said, I will talk to your doctors. Phone. And put the receiver down. I will talk to your doctors. Calm down, relax. It's not the end of the world, and although we wish it was at times, now, of course, but it's not, you know what I mean? Although I wish it was the end of the world or the end of my world. I mean, I should die. I mean, can we use that word here? So, you see, by worrying and getting angry and enraged, what will it solve? Oh, okay. So you say, why don't you practice this? To talk to the person. Yeah, it's good to talk to that person. Maybe that sister was the nun in the school. She was a friend of Miss Shafika Fikri. She had known her for many years, donkey's years, right? So maybe she said it in a mild way, like, if you would like. But who brought this subject out? Like, she is sitting for years there, maybe to tell me that, I'm every day carrying her bag. You see, I didn't miss it. Sometimes, but not like hell. Hell has broken loose on me. Okay? I missed her sister more. But with her, every day it was complete. Like every moment was complete with her. Well, so it was there. I had prepared myself that if, like, when her niece got kind of upset with me because I said, okay, I told myself inside that, I'm going to not go to carry her bag anymore after school. Oh, after her school, after my college. But then the thing is, the niece left for typing lessons with her friends, the other teachers. And now I'm thinking what to do. Then she's told me that there are the students coming there in the final year. They want to carry my bag. I said, Chichi, why don't you allow them? It's okay. It's really, no, no, no. I tell them that there's a girl waiting for me from college. No, no, Chi, it's okay. No, no. I felt so guilty that I'm in the way of these girls. And then I should have left. And then she would have gotten the message. And so I should have left her. Left. Just go home. Like I had prepared myself. I'm not going to make any habits out of this or things like that. I'm not going to let anyone hurt me, any teacher. I'm not going to fall down on my knees, beg them, that I want to carry the bag, please, please. Or please, 5 more minutes, Mr. Song. Nothing like this ever happened. I was a changed person. They didn't know. So they were worried about me getting attached and, the carrying of the bag. But I still say, those years, that Sadar. And then she told me it was so polluted. But still, what treasures you find in that polluted area. But I can miss it in a healthy way. I've never missed it in an unhealthy way. Yes, but with my principal, yes, but not like before. So I could shrug it off and, although dying, no, no, I miss my principal a lot. Yeah. But the second hell that I don't realize without her. So love can, let's say, God forbid, your child is homosexual or you are too religious, like, you're a Catholic or you're Shia or Sunni or someone. There's no need to punish and all this. You could just, because you see, it's something inside of him. It could be biological, what the French psychiatrist said, European, or it could be in the mind. So, are you going to punish them physically? You can't change the mind. You'll subdue them, weaken them, and that's what the mind is weak. So you're making it more weak. And then you've got a dead person who, inside this, you've really lived in the person, you've subdued, you've just made, okay, become the slave, or how to put it. What have you done by punishing them? Punish, 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 strike, lash, 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 whatever, physical, right? Or you can torture them or discipline them by saying, I will lock you up, grounded. You can't see that boy. You can't go to a boys' school. Then where does this boy go? To a all girls school. So they segregated. And there were lesbians in St. Joseph's College. Catholic, the Catholic lesbians. What do you do with them? Huh? What can the parents do now? To the not Muslim, but I mean there are Muslim lesbians, but Catholic lesbian. What will the parents do? Right. So does the fear come up when someone? If the fear comes up and the worry comes up, then, and I'm reading this about psychopaths also. Of course, now definitely lying down and like I've got all this, Sahara. What do you call it? My pillows and online. Oh, shaken up. Okay, so you are a criminal, even if you are a criminal. We have all kinds of, we have cannibals, man-eaters, sorry, flesh eaters. What will we, so will we, the thing is, yes, put them under, like, close their mouths and all this, so they don't eat you. Physical, we have to use some physical force in the beginning, but not to cut their flesh. Like Jesus Christ also said, if your right hand sins, cut it off. It's not the flesh problem that you cut off the flesh, it's the soul problem, okay? Or the spirit, or the desire. So we have to see where the desires come from, and can we control these desires? Not through physical harming, punishments, and all. So if the person wants to change, so sit and talk with this person. If this person doesn't want to change, police officers, justice system, sit and talk with this person. So more than this court criminal justice system, we should also have these people, social workers or what, talking to them and all this. What would we call them? Spiritual healers, going to jail, going to these places, where the criminals are now, and talking to them and all this. Do they want to change? And of course, there are some who can deceive us. So maybe something like this, helplines, or no, somewhere we have to start, right? Instead of just severing ties or, putting them in jail. For the time being, yes, but don't give them severe, like, don't punish them physically or torture them mentally, right? That I want to, like, I wanted to torture this, give him a taste of his medicine. But if he doesn't want to change, you see, here I'm responsible. I cannot allow him until I break him. But he might, like Sharif Khan, might have a group of people coming. So, on his ID, a group of people who control, who have access to Sharif Khan ID on YouTube, right? Day and night, changing group. So let's see which group of Sharif Khan now, which man comes here. I think a criminal who wants to change, like in Les Miserables. I cried like hell reading that book. When the priest, when he steals, we don't see Catholics like this in Pakistan. Where are you Catholics? Huh? Someone comes to steal. Jesus Christ even has said this also. Not only cut off your hand but if your brother sins, 70 times 7 against you, and comes and forgive him. He comes and says, forgive me. That's terrible. Oh, what I mean is, what will like, I was just telling someone, Grace Channing, I've put a comment there. Like, someone's asked them, oh, why did you go on with the relationship? You can question me like this, like, but you can't question Grace Channing Why did you go on with this husband of yours and with this relationship, right? You can question someone like my teacher. You wanted to change her. Why did you stay with her for 6 years as a family friend now, going to her place for birthdays, weddings, whenever only at her mother's, she was mourning for her mother, so she couldn't come to my uncle's wedding in Karachi and, 1980, like that. So you question the person who wants to change you. Why, why did you stay with her? And you say that, isn't it? It's your problem. If she doesn't want to change, you made her, you want to change her. And she says, okay, okay, because she's in love with you. She loves you as a student and a family friend now. So, you can question someone like Miss Desar. So Jesus Christ said, I was a Shia. At that time, I didn't have the Bible. I didn't know Jesus Christ had said, love your enemies. But loving someone, Shia, I mean, I was a Shia. She was a Catholic, my teacher. Is like, we thought, oh God. So had we known before, like, so on this also, love your enemies. Huh? So how do you question, like someone, I can't believe someone questioning totally ignorant. Grace Channing, recently, she's uploaded a video and I've commented there. I'm like, this person is, what have I commented on her video, this video? Where is it? Oh my God. Uh, like, here. Why didn't you just leave? Answering the question every survivor hates. Grace Channing, right? So what I've put here is the comment. Okay, I don't want to read my English, it's terrible. But anyways, just get the gist of it, right? Dear Grace, what a wonderful human you are, I can't say, but it's coming from the deepest part of my heart. Person who asked this question is definitely ignorant to the core. But the reply we had to, thank you so much for helping us understand why would we love a narcissist? And if I knew this earlier and someone very beloved to me, we would have freed ourselves from a narcissist and saved our love for someone who deserves it, but someone who deserves it. When Jesus Christ himself, so that's not what I've put here, I've put deserves it. But we, although not Christians, believed in loving our enemies, right? And be good with them or something. Not hate. Oh, well, not our enemies, right? Loving, love we believed in. So Jesus Christ says, well, though I don't know, Grace must be a Christian or maybe a Christian. Oh, she's replied to me already 7 hours ago. Your very lovely comment. Thank you for your very lovely comment. When people appreciate your efforts, it makes it so worth excruciating pain of reliving this stuff. I'm so glad you found my channel. I'm so glad, so happy I found you and your channel. Grace Channing, dear Grace. It's so lovely to know you. I wish I could comment. I can't wait to. Oh, this can't wait is also the restlessness that came after the separation with my teacher. So you see, Christians saying, Jesus Christ has said, love your enemies. So deserved it, but we all do. So freed ourselves from a narcissist and saved our love for someone who deserved it. But we, although not Christians, believed in loving our enemies and be good with them is the right way, but to our detriment. You see, very painful. And Jesus Christ wanted us to love our enemies and not expect anything in return. Okay, I get that. But you see, these people, they've earned so much pain. And even though we tell ourselves that at least we didn't hurt anyone, the best, or we love them, we love them, we love them. But that's what we should take with ourselves. That at least we had that love in our hearts for them when they couldn't love us. And we never wanted to hurt anyone. So that at the end of the day, we have the love in our hearts. Okay, I know what Christians will say, that Jesus never expected us, those who love their enemies, the Christians who love their enemies. Jesus never said expect anything from them, but you love your enemy. I get that. But the pain it causes, even then, if your enemy is if a narcissist, and so even in understanding that, it has caused a lot of pain for me, for those who have parents, narcissistic parents. It really messes up your psyche, if not your heart. Somehow it gets to the psyche, mind, really messes you up. Be good with them. It's the right way, but to our detriment, you see. It does hurt. We didn't realize that and believed love would protect us. Or that we just, at the end of the day, we say we love them and we never wanted to hurt them. Thank you so much. Keep sharing like the sun as you are. Keep shining like the sun as you are. Dear Grace. Signed out. So you see, I know Jesus never said expect anything from your enemy, but just love your enemy. Right? But if we even knew that this was an enemy and how deceptive that he would what, as a husband would do this, as a mother would do this. So need to accept these things. The earlier, the better. So thanks to these, although very painful for them, I know, but thanks that they are helping us now. I wish my mother knew this. I wish I knew this long time before. You see, and you should not ask someone like Grace Channing, why did you not leave? There's that we we held on to the hope that maybe they will see the ummeed, the hope. There's an Indian movie song. हर सितम को आखिरी सोच के हम रह गए, दिल के अरमां आंसुओं में बह गए. Nikah movie, Indian Nikah movie. So, not realizing and in a shock, a trauma. That's how maybe even every time in my feudal, book for Tamina Durrani, her husband saying, after beating her up, black and blue, right? I'm so sorry. I will never do this again. And then again. And then the love, and maybe it's good, and for a little while, very good, you know, in the bedroom, whatever. See, oh, two meeting, union, and then again he starts this, and then he says sorry. Like I left my teacher for 21 days or 19 days, and then she smiled at me. I really left her in Karachi American School. And then one day she was sitting at they brought the picnic table from the field inside the gym, and there were teachers sitting there with her. And I went in gym for some reason, not for her. And she smiled at me, and that was it. Because we see we are soft-hearted. How can we not give the person another chance that they want? How could I not give her another chance? So this is how they play, right? So I was a little bit older now, like in my teens. I was in high school, or no, a little bit, like maybe I was like 13, 12, 13. She smiled at, no, I was 13, 14. She smiled at me. Like, so the things they do to keep us there, and it's because they want the supply. And then, we're thinking, what did I do wrong? Okay, I'm like this and I'm criticizing myself, but she should have understood. I loved her sincerely. Even Father Augustine said, her Catholic priest that came from America later on, when we were separated, that this is true love and you will not get over her. And I'm like, no, no, Father, thank you. No, no. No, he said, no, no, Zara. No. First, he told me it could be this in your mind, subconscious. Then he said, this is true love. And I said, how long will it take me to get over her? He said, it's going to not even 10 years, right? So he came back in the 6th year of our separation. He came from America and I went to him. Another Catholic lady referred me, nurse from St. Michael's School. So I went there, leaving my therapist and all, or going. And he told me later on that it is love and you should. He said, I know her. I go to the catechumenics she goes to, and let me talk to her because this is true love and you will not get over her. It's like a broken heart, it will not mend. You should come together, make peace, and at least, and I will supervise you that you don't go overboard like a child. You're a child, you have this big child and emotional and all this, so you go overboard. And I will help you with that. And then I was scared that I might hurt her more. Like, I'm not going to change every time she wants. And I was in this terrible, unhealthy mindset, right? So, because of her training and disciplinarian ways were very harsh. And I told her once, Miss Dissa, I managed to find in high school those words to say to her. Miss Dissa, you don't treat me well. She said, shall I put you on my head? So this is now I felt the signs of a little bit of a covert narcissist with me. Not covert, overt narcissist with me. And why aren't they with other people? Because when someone loves them truly, that person is the supply for them. They're not like this with everyone, but they find empaths to be like that, right? With. So this, and What else? So the solution for all this. What is the solution for all this? Religion failed. Punishing people, and yeah, so on narcissists and all. No, we cannot leave them like that unless we realize that they're not going to change and they're using us as a supply or using you as a supply. God forbid if you have one in your life still and you haven't saved yourself. So all these years, it's like hoping. I'm confused. Like, well, why can't you see the love? Love should be enough, right? So in that confusion, in that feeling, we feel guilty also if we left them. But I left for 19 or 21 days and I didn't feel guilty. Huh. Once like I know that if someone I realized now I thought so she didn't tell me, but I said, okay, I'm leaving her. Like I left my tuition teacher. I will not, like this person gives me this and this. I said to I was close to her. One day, I said, please go. My cousin's, my aunt's friend, get the things from her desk, things, right? So I was outside and she went in or she brought the things and I said, I'm not going for tuitions to her. We used to kiss her. My brother also going sometimes for tuitions there on the cheek, like 50 kisses on her cheek. Auntie has to sit on that outside her house down in a front, kind of small apartment, like, and we kissing her on her cheek, 50 kisses. One side my brother, the other side me. So she was Iranian. Okay, but then she started to come to my birthdays and it was okay. But I left, so I could leave when I realized that right, for 10, no, 19 days. But she smiled and we go back. Oh, the Miss Disa one, she smiled. And she smiled. See, and and when my other tuition missed, she started to come to my birthday. Although I didn't invite her, maybe my mother did. Kept inviting her, and she would be there right in front with me for the cutting of the cake on my birthdays. Severing ties, all those memories, very difficult. Very difficult. Maybe someone like a covert, a narcissist can leave a narcissist, like a no, but a narcissist will not go after a narcissist, right? They want the weaker, the ones who they think are weak, can supply them and they can toy with and all this, the true ones. But you know how weak these narcissists are, and yet cold hearted, cold blooded, sorry, hard hearted. Very difficult. Have you read this? I mean, the husband was beating the wife. Now it's stuck. Okay, I think I stuck. I'm stuck here. Is the sound coming? No, no, I'm stuck. My live stream is this thing is stuck. Yeah, it is stuck. So I'll have to end it in another way. I can't. Oh, oh, it's okay. Uh, My Feudal Lord by Temina Durrani. What's happening? Oh, again, it's getting stuck here, right? Okay. Temina Durrani's book, My Feudal Lord. So, my therapist didn't ask me, why couldn't you leave your teacher? Even though I was younger, but still, even if I was older, like an older ex student of hers who she has friendship with, let's say, like only 10 or 7 years older to her, you see, that be wise, ask someone who needs to be asked. Person wanting to change you. So if you thought she was like this, right? Why did you still remain friends with her for 6 years? The right person to ask is was Miss Disa, and my therapist did ask her. So she must have told my therapist, oh, I thought she will change, or she didn't have an answer for that. See, then my therapist gave it to her. My therapist started to shout at her. And then when she told me, I broke my fast that day because I got angry at my therapist. Why did you get angry at her? And anger breaks the fast. Ramadan, it was Ramadan. I was fasting. No use keeping a fast. I got very upset, angry, and I was like, I could have walked out of that therapy room. So I'm getting angry at my therapist. All this, right? Now. So please find gentler ways. Okay, back to that. Love, don't punish in flesh when the heart has gone mad or something. Like Rumi has said, right? Put it in his own words. And I'm putting it in my own words. Right? So, and, ah, so, and please don't scare us. Oh, oh my God. It's like when someone told me that it could be that lesbianism is hidden in your subconscious, unconscious. Father, priest. It's like the ground left my feet, or the feet left my. No, the ground left my feet. Another depression. Like it added to my depression. I went home, went to sleep, lights open. I was like, oh my God, another problem. I have to search my subconscious, unconscious. Then he told me, no, this is true love. Then when he said, I said, no, Father, it's not true love, forget it. And maybe, no, it's okay. Like, so when I saw that I would hurt this person now, going, and I might not listen to her. Like, put your hands down, look into my eyes when you're talking to me. Otherwise, it means you're lying to me. I told her in our culture, we don't look in the eyes, we look down. When an elderly person is giving us a fine lecture, like, you will not do this, you will do this. New Year's resolution. You lied. It wasn't your father who told you that not to dance during Muharram, not to, the attend the classes, dancing classes. Look down. And she's telling me that you're lying. Because, and the more I crack up in front of her, the more, and my, like, and so now it was really, I could have ended up in the mental asylum without her and with her. So, you too, with or without you, I can't live with or without. So another song is coming up, sorry, out of tune. With this song, you too, right? You too. And she's come to my auntie first on you know, my aunt is like, what is this? So every time complaining about me. So I take my mother's youngest sister to Miss Desa's place and she's like, ऐसा बंदूक निकाल के बोलती है. She took her left hand up with the two fingers on her temple. ऐसा बंदूक निकाल के बोलती है मेरी आंटी की पार्टी में आओगी या नहीं. I just told her, Miss Desa, you have to come to my auntie's party. That's all. So my aunt said, Sarah, banduk, gun. Like I've put the gun on her. I said, Muqat. I said, Qadas. You know. Uh, then okay, after coming to my auntie's party, she came. My sister was there, younger sister. So now we go again to her house. Muqaddas and I, my aunt, youngest. Then she's complaining to my aunt that my sister, youngest now, youngest she is, I have a younger brother, younger than her. Anyways, but she's my youngest sister, right? Now, Muqaddas only understands Urdu, right? So she's telling Muqaddas that my sister, Aisa Atiti, dar ke, Aisa Jatiti. Oh my God. So can't take God's name in vain. So I wouldn't. So, so I said, Miss Desa, when Miss Desa, there was another girl who said there at the party, my aunt's gathering, she was going to somewhere to get married, right? I couldn't go there. But she had the nikah in Karachi. So when Miss Desa took my sister on her lap, she was very young, 3 years old or something. Yeah, she was like 3 years old or 2.5 years, but she was walking. And so, this other girl also reached out and said, Mr. Sahal, take her. It's okay. So Mr. Sahal, no, she put my sister on her lap and made her have a little bit of cold drink or she was having her, Mr. Sahal was having her cold drink. So I also went and I said, Mr. Sahal, no, let it, she was, it wasn't out of jealousy or anything. Another girl before me reached out and said, no, Mr. Sahal. So Mr. Sahal was like, no, it's okay. I want to. ऐसा डरती थी, ऐसा आती थी से, like my younger sister was afraid of me and she was coming like this towards me and going back like this. So I said, Mr. Saw. The moment I said, Mr. Saw, like what? And if I said what, she'd say, what? I said, Mr. Saw, she just got on her. She went back. She had a two-seater, her legs up. No, no, I wasn't laughing. I was like guarding Tess Dougie. I wouldn't laugh, right? Neither did my aunt laugh, but it- so, this was my aunt said later on what she said to me. I said, no, I didn't see anything. I mean, my aunt said to me, the way Miss Desal, or like just saying Miss Desal, like, excuse me, what are you saying? All the, like I did, she wasn't afraid of me, my sister. Like, oh my gosh, what is this? Miss Desal just laid back on her stool, seat, sofa, putting her, like, oh, like, I'm going to attack her or something. But just saying Miss Desal, I mean, what is this? Sorry. Excuse me? Like, I didn't, know. So, yeah, but she would come. And this is what narcissists need this, and the way they manipulate and maneuver, and they don't want you to leave when they don't want you to leave. So once you, thank God for these, with pain, they are putting this here. And totally ignorant person has asked Grace Channing, this really, what kind of people? Oh, okay, maybe. And it's their, how shall I say, through the pain and all, they're helping us. Here, I'm helping the Muslims through the pain. Does anyone understand what I've done to myself? I shouldn't even be in a debate or in a controversial issue because my inside, I feel I'm going to get stomach cancer. Stress can kill, they say nowadays, unlive in you. Oh, so I've known what a physical, like my intestines can be pulled up when I got separated from his design. I was talking to the doctor, Todd, psychologist, American, on the phone, and she said, no, this was the first time, like, we have decided, Mr. Horton, the superintendent there, then, of Karachi American School. You know what happened to me? I went in my mother's bathroom, parents' bathroom, sorry, in the old house, was throwing up, trying, nothing was coming out, but my lower intestines were pulled, and I was getting this pain. I started to get this pain in my lower intestine. It has a physical, it as a shocked and throwing up, literally in the sink, my mother parents' bathroom. I remember, and my lower intestine, there was nothing coming out, and my lower intestines were being pulled up like. And then every now and then I would have such pain that I would go down. I would have to bend down, lower intestine pain. Um, to love someone, we believe that love, how much we believed in love, right? Love can solve all issues, but it can't change. So, and also please don't make people afraid. If you want to tell them something, like you're worried about them, right? And if you want them to, don't scare them. But now I'm not myself, so I may be advising you what I sometimes get very emotional about this. But this, yeah, this is scary. My style, yeah, I get very passionate and confident and all this, right? So what happened is you see, I didn't want anyone to get hurt. I couldn't uh, bear my pain. I couldn't bear it. No, there was not a second until I slept. And even when I took much Valiums, my mother's, and was dying, doctor came and said, "Don't." I got up in that deep sleep that I might have been dead. The doctor told my aunt, who was living with me that day, she had to keep me awake. The doctor said I might be gone, case gone, goodbye. So it's very dangerous. Don't let her sleep. Oh, that was also torture, but all that. I'm so sleepy. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. And first, I was fed some food, and then I'm really sleepy. Let me sleep. And my aunt wasn't letting me sleep because the doctor told her if you make her, maybe she'll go gone. Case God knows it was punishment or what. But then I got up and I asked that day. My mother and her father were supposed to go to Miss Desa's place for a meeting with her, separated from Miss Desa. So I got up, I went to the kitchen, and I asked, as like in that Valium that I wasn't allowed to sleep, I get up just right on time or something and ask if my mother and my grandfather have gone to Miss Desa's place. They said yes, and then I don't. Then I woke up so my aunt was there and she told me you fainted in the kitchen, dining room, sorry. And then you were picked up and we took you to the room. So this might, I don't know if this is going to help anyone, but this love thing, love can, is like perhaps like Jesus Christ saying, Lazarus, get up. Can you believe this? So many things can happen. Can you believe this love story? What time is it? And how long? So any psychopath, narcissist. Okay, let's see then. How long has it been now? 2 hours, 34 minutes. Yeah, so simple contradiction step by step. So let's leave that open for now. So shall we calm down? Surah 58 ayat 2. None are their mothers except those who give birth to them. Right? Allah telling them this here and then saying in Surah 33 ayat 6 that though surely the Prophet has a greater claim over the believers than they have over each other, and his wives are their mothers. Yani the wives, meaning the Prophet's wives are the believers' mothers. Even if God has the power to, of course, He has, and He has it, right? So God has the power to say that the wives of the Prophet are the believers' mothers, right? God could, but to say here to these that none are your mothers, save those who gave birth to them, what kind of contradiction is this, you see? But there is a contradiction for sure. So, biological law not to be overstepped by any means, but Allah can step over this biological law. But then for the adopted sons, He says, don't take them as your adopted sons, like your real sons. Sorry, take them as your not your real sons. Like you can claim, like make them your brother, you know, or something like that. Claimed, but don't like the pagan custom of don't take them as your real sons, right? But then he can go and make his prophets' wives, the believers, mothers. Moreover, tell the believers not to marry his wives. Surah 33 at 4. Not to marry the prophet's wives after him, meaning even after he's finished with them, right? Or after he has died. But adopted sons, he did. You see, that's why it says here, I did not make your adopted sons. Or how does he put it here? In Surah 33, ayat 4. Let's see. Where's Surah 33, ayat 4? And he has not made, meaning Allah has not made your claimed sons your sons, true sons. But he made, what did Allah make? The Prophet's wives, the believers' mothers. And moreover, Surah 33, ayat 50, or in 53, he says, or to marry his wives, Prophet's wives, after him, ever. Indeed, that would be in the sight of Allah an enormity. So Allah's sight can change on this, right? Allah can do everything. So then he should have just told them here. Not like this in Surah 58, Mujadila, ayat 2. Not like this, that none are their mothers except those who give birth to them. Indeed, what they say is highly contemptible and false. Even false, like it's a falsehood. It's a lie. Moreover, here also how he's put it, right? In Surah 33, ayat 4. But Allah says the truth. Here he's put, this is merely your saying by your mouths. So Allah has merely said it by his mouth, right? And by in his sight, that is an enormity to marry the Prophet's wives after him. Or, so look at the contradictions Allah has been contradicting himself here. This is not the way to put it, that, that is merely you're saying by your mouth, but Allah expects you to take the Prophet's wives as your mothers, the believers' mothers. Allah expects the believers to take the Prophet's wives as your mothers. So treat them like your mothers, right? Ummul Momini, believers' wives. Oh, mothers, believers' mothers, Prophet's wives. And he's saying here, he's not. You can't treat your adopted sons as your sons. You can't. You shouldn't. This is merely your saying from your mouth. You see this? Contradiction. Contradiction upon contradiction. And he guides to the right way. So Allah says the truth and he guides. That means he's misguided you about by merely stating, merely stating due to his power or something. They don't become your mothers. They're not your birth mothers. How can they become your mothers? Right? What power does Allah have to, well, you would say he does, but I shouldn't come this way. However, and his wives are their mothers, the believers' mothers. Prophets' wives are believers' mothers. He said it. Allah has made it like this, right? But you can't. You can't. So you, like, you see the way Allah has put it, like he's contradicting himself. If Allah wanted you, like he has wanted you to take the prophet's wives as your mothers, why can't you take and you can't even marry them, even after the prophet? Why can't you take your adopted children as your real children? Huh? Like for your all your life, even the believers there at that time couldn't go near and say that we can marry you or have that feeling for the prophet's wives, right? Shouldn't have that. But the prophet can marry Zaid's, his adopted claimed son's wife. Oh, a lot of contradictions. Unfair, right? He he says this is merely a saying from your mouth, meaning it's just a saying, and of course you could get some feelings like no, if yeah, it's just these are not your real sons, right? The the mother, the female who Prophet Muhammad, the wives dead, adopted. So the mothers could have a feeling for their adopted sons or what. But you can't have feelings in that way to want to marry them or the wives of the Prophet. What a contradiction here. What else? Oh, what a contradiction. Can you hear me? Sound is okay. I just my flipped my mic was facing the other way or something. Of course, Allah has the power to make anything, but since Allah do a lot of contradictions. But and then what is that? Declare unlawful your mothers. Oh, 33 or 33 at 53, you can't even marry. And in the sight of Allah, it's an enormity. So couldn't he say that, marrying your adopted sons, ex-wives in the sight of Allah is an enormity? Polytheists could say, well, our Allah has said this, that marrying your adopted sons, even ex-wives, in the sight of Allah is an enormity because this doesn't have any biological reason, like the messenger of Allah's wives, right? Men can have feelings for another person after him, even after him. Look, after him, so they can help his. They can. Allah should have said, if any one of you marries the messenger's wives, you would also, like at least after him would be a great, enormous good deed to help the widow of the prophet's wife. So he expects them, like Aisha being whatever, how old was she when Prophet Muhammad passed away? He expects them to remain chaste without a husband now as widows of Prophet Muhammad. Right? Goodness. So many contradictions. And the way it's put also, it's contradicting. Surah 4 at 24. And prohibited to you are all married women except those your right hands possess. So you can marry in this case, yeah, in this situation, and that's okay. Married women, captive slave girls or women, married, you can marry them, right? This is, of course, then if this is not adultery, you'll say, no, it is not adultery. So how would Christian Prince come with you? Come to break your brainwashing and all this? See, Christian Prince, if you say he's a genius, he's a legend. Adultery is wrong, but in this case, adultery is not wrong in Islam. Adulterer gets how many lashes? And it destroys societies like natural or human sin. Huh? Like the Christians say, right? If even Christianity, sin is death, destroys you eternally. So that's why Jesus came to save you, to give you eternal life. Now you don't die damned. Damnation is worse than death, I think, or destroyed forever. It's like death is a bad thing. Death is a natural thing. I don't know why in Christianity also death. This kind of death, sin is death. Or what? Damnation, actually. Anyhow, so have no fear of death. Married women, death is natural. So here, goodness. But Surah 24, see. So you know how it affects. But God can change everything, you know? God, what adultery, and then we told by the Shia, other, my father, you know, and then even the religious scholars, explained by the religious scholars, right? It has such a bad effect on society. Sin, a sin like adultery, because of course the woman is betraying or the man is betraying. No, in Islam, the man doesn't have to do adultery, he can just get married. Or, and if he needs more women, like, oh God, yeah, then, so a man can do adultery if the fifth woman he likes, really likes, attracted to her. So then, yeah. So this is the punishment for adultery. Surah Nur ayat. So they've explained why, you know, because adultery is so bad. That's why the severe here society and how sins can affect the environment, like environmental hazard, our children, everything inside their souls. Unmarried women guilty of sexual intercourse, these are unmarried. Where are the married women? Maybe the same. This for the fornicator. And those accused chaste women. Where's for the married women and men? And those who accuse their wives and have no witnesses except themselves, then the witness of one of them. 4 testimonies, but swearing by Allah that indeed he is of the truthful. And the 5th, curse of Allah be upon him, who lies, but it will prevent punishment from her if she gives 4 testimonies by Allah that indeed he is of the liars. And the 5th, that the wrath of Allah be upon her if he was of the truth. And if not, for the favor of Allah upon you and his mercy, because Allah is accepting of repentance and wise. So, but if the adultery is proven, indeed those who came with falsehood are a group. What is the punishment here? If she bears witness 4 times, that's all the wife has to do. 5th oath. So keep it on the oath and all this. Unless they repent. If there are no witnesses, then the adulteress wife, or if she's not an adulteress, she's been, those who launch a charge against chaste women. Oh, produce not 4 witnesses, launching a charge against chaste women. Flog them with 80 stripes. But where is it? Is it here? It's for fornicators, single. It is, the woman and the man guilty of adultery, or here it is, of fornication, flog each of them with 100 stripes. Flogging, 100 times. Let not compassion. Why this? The reason, there's a reason behind. And they tell us that it's very terrible for society and all this and betrayal. Hmm? So, excuse me, if the husband feels betrayed, right? Just leave the wife. And do you think this punishment, it might prevent other, yeah, the preventive measure for this, but um, like this, physically, it's just a prevent, it's not going to save these people or reform them in any way, right? You see? So you flog them, forget it, they've done adultery. And it's a preventive measure for preventive measures, this punishment. Look at it. We need to save these adulterers' lives. Right? So instead of flogging them, we could, do a reform program for them. So why did you do it if you did this and that, or just leave preventive measures for that? You are flogging, for God's sakes. Also to prevent adultery happening. Why? Why? Why prevent adultery in this way? When Allah says it's okay. Here. Huh? And those of you who cannot afford to, no, sorry. See, here Allah says it's okay. Also forbidden, prohibited are the ones who are married of the women, except whom you possess. rightfully. So here Allah allows you to do the adultery. That's all. Just that Allah is allowing you. Preventive measures, flogging them like that, 100. What's the, please. Here in this circumstance, Allah is allowing you adultery. So calm down, Muslims. Don't flog your adulteresses or adulterers, right? For preventive measures, even. Think about it, yeah. I don't, sure, this is not the way. Preventive measures. We can do another preventive measure. And you know, even Muslims, if they want to cheat and all this, they cheat. It's something, this problem. We need to understand this on the spiritual level. First, let's see on the cycle. What is this? Oh, Paulo Coelho, bored wife or something. What was it? Oh, yeah, this book, Paulo Coelho's, I have not bought. Adultery. No, adultery can be marrying someone. I was thinking, in my opinion, in my contemplation and analysis, and oops, adultery can be someone you love, but you don't marry them, you marry another man, and this person, or another woman, and this person is in your mind, right? But, like, that's adultery. Betraying love is adultery. The actual meaning of adultery would be adulteration, what you've mixed, right? It's not pure. Okay. So we aren't who we want to be. We are what society demands. We are what our parents choose. See? We don't want to disappoint anyone. We have a great need to be loved. This from his book, quote from his book, Goodreads, Adultery, Paulo Coelho's. Could be loneliness, yeah, like Paulo Coelho says. It's loneliness, even though I'm surrounded by loved ones who care about me and want only the best. It's possible they try to help only because they feel the same thing, loneliness. And why, in a gesture of solidarity, you'll find the phrase, I'm useful, even if alone, carved in stone. Though the brain says all is well, and the soul is lost, confused, doesn't know why life is being unfair to it. You see, soul problem also sometimes, not the mind problem. But we still wake up in the morning and take care of our children, our husband, our lover, our boss, our employees, our students, those dozens of people who make an ordinary day come to life. And we often have a smile on our face and a word of encouragement because no one can explain their loneliness to others, especially when we are always in good company. But this loneliness exists and eats away at the best parts of us because we must use all our energy to appear happy, even though we will never be able to deceive ourselves. But we insist every morning on showing only the rose that blooms and keep the thorny stem that hurts us and makes us bleed hidden within. Even knowing that everyone at some point has felt completely and utterly alone, it is humiliating to say, I'm lonely, I need company. I need to kill this monster that everyone thinks is as imaginary as fairy tale dragon, but isn't. How long is this? You are not an adulterous man, tolerated and often even admired, but an adulterous woman, one who is. Gotta read this, interesting. Very deep. So, okay, I better go now, leave you. Thank you. If you like this, then you might be helping Muslims who would get this live stream. And those human beings, because I've spoken mostly for the humans, right? Now, when I say I'm drawn to narcissists and psychopaths, they don't come. Thank you for the 3 likes. Subscribers, where are you? Would you get me into trouble if you like my video, if you come here? It's okay, maybe you don't want me to get into trouble. Too famous, not good, right? Oh, how I wish it would rain down on me, Phil Collins. Song by Phil Collins, song. So we have to bear this psychopaths coming, narcissists that no one likes, no one is here. You know, I wish I could say that if you ever hurt, oh, how could they hurt a woman like Grace Channing? I mean, you know, how could they? So I know Grace Channing said, be like Grey Rock. I'm the wrath of God on these narcissists and psychopaths. I'm willing to go to hell to completely destroy them. So who can destroy a narcissist? Maybe God has brought me up now. I think I'm very weak and I'm like, no, no, no. Narcissists destroyed. Psychopaths will be destroyed. You come on spiritual warfare with me. You rape me on the psychic level. I, you'll be raped, men, sodomized. Jinns coming for you, spirits. That's the God I believe in. Psychopaths destroyed by, what kind of empaths destroys, right? You haven't seen an angel, neither have I, right? I haven't seen an angel. Super empath destroys a narcissist. So with due respect to Grace Channing, beautiful, wonderful, I have no words for her, but I just wrote there, you're a wonderful person. And she's more than wonderful. Maybe she's a super empath. But now you see, now God's justice has come, arrived. Maybe, yeah, because being a, no, no, I think Grace Channing is a super empath. I'm just, I've got this so hard heart now, right? I just enjoy these narcissists coming here, psychopaths, wasting their time with me. So, do you see an angel? But these poor healers, with due respect to them, they're calling angels and all this. We believed in angels, we didn't see angels. And also, you believed in angels. So now the angels are waking up, or what? Like my father said, maybe God is asleep. Even he said once, because of our condition in the house, he said he doesn't hear our prayers because God is asleep or he's too busy. You know, we need to either wake him up or line up when our turn will come. He's too busy. I don't know doing what. Even my father said this. Be seeing before even year 2000, like when I was typing dresses for Miss Disa and others. Do you think God is asleep? Wake him up. I mean, Toba Toba, that in Shia Islam is kufr. So he has to pay the kufr that he said. My youngest mother's sister would tell him that no, no, I mean, eldest brother, don't, you have to pay kufr. This is kufr. Right. Let's give God a wake up call. Why doesn't he let loose his angels, Archangel Michael, and all this? So, anyways, someone might get offended. Oh, no, but humanity suffering like this, and there must be many other wonderful, more wonderful women, more than wonderful, like just like Grace Channing and other. Mel Robbins is there, and others are so terrible, really, to see people suffering and have suffered. And one has said that she has, oh my God, so her suffering hasn't ended. What's the name of a channel? I keep forgetting. I've just found her, and my memories were very weak due to the trauma and all this. Oh, I don't even know how my mind is working. Uh, Somehow, some divine intervention now. God has woken up. My God, and He wants me to wake up. Right? And did I finish the principle? I didn't do a good job in this video. I think I'll make another if my eyes hurt and headaches. So the thing is that love, I found, some empaths actually become cold-hearted, and when they become cold-hearted, they lose their true self, their empathy and all. You don't want to go on that road, but I've been sent by God to destroy. I just cannot stand it. I couldn't stand it when I got separated from my teacher, in that unbearable pain, asking God, why you made sharp objects? I don't touch it. At times I had these moments, but I could touch them, and sometimes it was like, oh, this is very, very hard. Why did a leaf fall? Got separated. I have to run. Sorry, Professor Moyes. I can't do gardening. He told me, if I do gardening, if I do these practices, you might be able to, you just might be able to do hypnosis to this very intense person. So I run in my room. Oh, the leaf in 1989. Now it's too much, January or something. Leaf has fallen, separated from the other leaves and plants. I mean, the plant, it's plant. And did it hurt? You fell leaf so on the floor, the ground, sorry. Duck, look at the soil. No, now growing up, I think I've committed enough sin. God, you'll go in the soil. I wish I had not grown up. So very scared. Like Army Navabi, yes. He was very scared of sinning. But this poor guy would just end his life because, as we grow up there. So now I'm 19 years old and I'm thinking, too much. Or 20 years old, too much. Right? Sin, like going back to my teacher and wanting to get married, but can't find in this condition, can't find. Maybe I should, who to get married to. Of course, the person I love, but now I'm having all these doubts and shit. I have to take my tea. Neurotic, neurotic. But, shy. All these little things. Thinking about obstacles to my marriage. They're like mountain problems. How do people get married? Oh, you had a child. You're able to hold this baby. Okay, I go to my cousin's wife who's had a child, baby, infant. One more, like you can hold. I'm so scared. 1989, 19. And one Muharram, Ali Asghar's day, Imam Hussain, 6 months old. They make their children like Ali Asghar in the memory of Ali Asghar. My aunt wanted to give me to hold Ali Asghar, like other person's baby, and I refused. I can't hold him. Sometimes my heart is so weak and terribly unhealthy. See? I had these moments. Sometimes I want to give someone a, good spanking like that. Two extremes also. Sometimes moderate. So I've tasted everything of life's extremities and moderations and the other side, black and white extremities, moderation, and this other side of whatever, other side of extremities. Oh, both sides of extremities, sorry. The North Pole and the South Pole. And the middle. And I don't know who we are, really. We are funny creatures, aren't we? What really are we? So I've doubted myself also. Don't know. That's why I can't trust anyone or myself. God knows. What? Oh, if there is a God, what kind of a God would do this? Oh, yes, and saving Shaitan. Shall I end with this? So, Shaitan, arrogant. But God created arrogance. I don't think God should have done this. Given Shaitan, Iblis, respite. And what happened in the Bible, I've forgotten. Lucifer. So, and why did, that disciple of Jesus Christ, Judas, who betray me with a kiss, then he goes and commits suicide. Very, conveniently done. Jesus Christ tells you, forgive your enemies, but forgive the sinners and love your enemies. So, uh, Judas did not get punished for betraying Jesus Christ, but nature took its toll on him and he committed suicide. Is he damned forever? These religions really are very interesting in the sense that should have nothing to do with them anymore. Just drop them like a hot potato. Doesn't make sense to me. And what is sense? Yeah. So on logic, at least I know in maths, 2 plus 2 here equals 4. Wherever in another planet it may equal something else. Entirely different, right? But here I know that 2 plus 2 equals 4. For now, we know this much and we need to know. The mind needs to be, yeah, so material value on us. For now, 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? That's enough? 2 plus 2 equals 4. And how far can we go with this here? Well, it doesn't matter how far we go. At least we know 2 plus 2 equals 4. Sure of that. Here, in this planet. Okay, I'm leaving you. Thank you so much for your time and attention. How much time I can't see? I just removed my interesting. My mind is bombarded. 3 hours. I could go on. I don't know what I've eaten, taken. No, drinking. Drinking is very good. You see, tea. Oh, it's finished. I don't think there's space in my garbage for throw this tea bags and make another. So this is. I have. It's like. Oh, it's terrible, terrible for me. See how heavy mind, soul. I mean, it feels like for me, the end of the world is here. Like, where will I throw the tea bags? Right? I have to find some more bags, garbage, small ones. Okay, I better leave you. This is my worry problem. Maybe love is not doing anything right now to me. There's no love. I'm love without love. Maybe I should have disciplined myself. But yeah. So I tried to discipline myself, but it didn't work. Okay, dear brother who welcomed me on my own live stream. Oh yeah, I've been coming here a lot. So I'll be coming more today maybe. Although I should be resting and take time to do something about my garbage problem. It feels like the end of the world. Like it's really terrible. Yes, yeah. Before. Oh, I forgot to say this and that. Okay, I'm going. Just kidding. But I'll come back.